It's halftime, y'all. Here at the Henderson Show. It is 58 Wizards, 61 Miami Heat in Miami. Pretty bad first quarter. We allowed 35 points, down by 10. Pretty good effort in the second quarter to kind of bring the game back to respectability. Outscored the Heat by 7, and we are now down by 3 at half. Same old Wizards, though. Same old Wizards. A lot of turnovers. Technical foul on Markieff Morris, who I'm starting to think maybe a little bipolar, and I'm a little disappointed that he is not playing as well as his brother is in Boston. Cue up Boston's last game. You can see him hit some big shots, big threes, taking games to overtime, making big plays down the stretch. I'm not seeing that from Markieff this year. His rebounding totals are down, scoring is down, and his technicals are up. And it looks like Scott Brooks doesn't have a lot of control over him. He seems to do what he kind of wants to do when he gets an attitude. He doesn't seem to be able to reel him back in, which is a problem, a big problem. Scott Brooks, just in general, the team seems like they've kind of given up on him. They're not responding to his coaching. And this is a man that's making $7 million a year. In respect to other coaches in the league, there are 3 coaches that make more than Scott Brooks. Popovich for the San Antonio Spurs. He's won multiple championships. Doc Rivers for the LA Clippers, once again, has won championships. And Tom Thibodeau for the Minnesota Timberwolves, although he doesn't have a championship ring as a head coach, he got a few as assistants with Doc Rivers. He's at least taken his team to the conference finals with the Bulls and led the league in Derrick Rose's MVP campaign when they had the #1 seed. So he at least has shown the ability to lead the East and to put together a good squad and at least have a good coaching philosophy that the team can rally around. And all 3 of those coaches are essentially GMs. They are presidents of player operations. They handle the recruiting and the signing of players, pretty much have their hands in everything organization. The Wizards, Scott Brooks doesn't have that role. So he's getting paid $7 million just to coach while Ernie Grunfeld takes on the general manager duties. So that just goes to show you how much we're wasting money. And the fact that he has 3 years left on his contract means that we can't fire him unless Ted Leosis is willing to give up $21 million just to let him walk out the door, which is highly, highly unlikely. So let's look at the halftime stats. Wall and Beal combined for about 25 points collectively. Wall with 14 and Beal with 11. Not too bad from your starting 1 and 2. But the rest of the starting lineup wasn't too great. I think they had 12 points collectively. I think Howard poured in maybe 5 points, 3 points for Otto Porter, and just 4 points for Markieff Morris. And if you're watching the game, Otto Porter scored his first bucket of the half at the last 5 seconds of the game. So not too much during the first quarter, not too much production from the second quarter from Otto. Starting to look at him as Casper, the friendly ghost. He used to be automatic, and now he's just, where are you, Otto? Bench poured in 21 points. Good half from Jeff Green. Better half from Austin Rivers than we've seen all year. They both poured in 16 collectively. Oubre gave us a lot of energy, even though he only gave us 2 points. But you can see his energy on the floor. Oubre, as they mentioned during the game cast with Steve Buckhantz, he's actually leading the league off the bench with transition points. So his hustle, his energy, his enthusiasm is paying off and is showing around the league. And if we're not careful, we're going to lose him, because with the 5 players we have under contract, Beal making over 25 million, Porter making over 27, and Wall's big super max about to kick in to 47 million. And oh gosh, just hurts me to say it, Jan Mahimi making 16 million, and I believe Jason Smith somewhere between 5 and 7. They're eating up all the money. So it's going to be very difficult to sign Kelly Oubre with those 5 players intact. Let's see what we do in the second half. Second half just started. We'll be back for post game. Let's see if we can pull this out, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.